About time to cross another one off my bucket list. If you have been here, you can probably already see where I am. This is the now very famous Cafe Street in Hanoi, Vietnam. That's the little alley along a single train track where thousands watch the few daily trains pass, almost touching buildings and spectators. And we are back at the main road again. From walking here, it's clear from the start that the name Train Street is incorrect, as it's just a railroad track behind a continuous row of buildings on both sides. From older pictures less than 10 years ago, you can still clearly see the original tracks. Things have changed drastically though, and probably for the better as well. Ever since tourists started flocking here, the area was cleaned up and rapidly touristified. The backsides of buildings were turned into little cafes in recent years, which are now lively all day, as not all people flock here just to see the train. There is something of a sidewalk here now. The ballast in between the sleepers is stamped down by the tens of thousands of visitors and is partially covered by pieces of stone to make walking easier. That said, it was a thing on my bucket list, so I'm currently making my way to an upstairs cafe to get a coffee and then wait for the train, which should pass at low speed not too long now. From a little cafe on the second floor of one of the many old buildings here, we have a nice view over the curved track that is named Train Street. I'll just settle here as I can enjoy my coffee while waiting for the train, even though it shouldn't be that long now. If you're interested in random trains passing tourists, or random tourists waiting for a regular train passing them, I have another one for you. Earlier I visited the Mae Klong market, also known as the folding market in Thailand. That market is basically on the tracks and will be removed for the few daily trains that have to pass it. I will link to that video in the description below. No folding needed here, but tourists have to be reminded to get off the tracks and leave enough space for an actual train to pass. The tracks might be narrow gauge, the train is much wider than that of course.
I was hoping for it to mix. Oh, it's come, it's come!
Em bảo họ này ngồi cẩn thận nhé, bạn này ngã ra phát là chạm tàu luôn đấy. Em vào đi, em vào luôn.
And with that applause, the train has just completed its pass-by. Hundreds of tourists now have their pictures and video clips, just like I have. Quite lazy tourism if you ask me, but every once in a while that's just fine. From above you can see the track returning to a pedestrian zone, albeit a somewhat unsafe one as there is no proper pavement, in a matter of seconds once the train is passed. People will finish their coffee and then head out again. There won't be a train for quite a number of hours, but there will be other tourists waiting here by then. Thank you for watching this one and see you soon.